I didn't even have my Corona ready. Good morning, good afternoon, people. You guys already know my guest, Mr. Phace Tyme. What's going on, brother? Oh, I think he's lagging. Are you lagging, Phace?
Yo, what's going on?
Oh,
Might be
what's going
lagging
on?
a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Trying to get everything set up still.
Oh, that's all right, man. I just walked in the door. I didn't even have my Corona ready or anything. So, we're kind of winging it. Like I said, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody joining. This is a late one for us, but like we were talking, we were pretty much saying how we kind of wanted to do something with like spec for the week and new comic book day. Phace has got a lot of knowledge, so he wanted to kind of come on and do something. We're looking at doing it weekly, so just gives a few guys, especially the new collectors, something to look forward or something that they might have missed, things like that. But yeah, I mean, I got some specs. I know Key Issues is in here. He's got a few specs and things like that. So yeah, we'll talk a few specs. We'll shoot the shit. We'll talk about new comic book day, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. So yeah, man. So man, I'm rude. How are you, man? I totally forgot to ask.
Oh, not too bad. You
I'm good.
Complain, you know.
Yeah.
Nice to have a few days off of work.
Did the storm hit you at all this weekend or no?
We got a little bit of rain. I think that was it, but that's it.
Yeah, we got a little bit of rain too here. It wasn't as windy. Like people were talking about it's gonna be so windy and things like that. We didn't get any wind at all. It was just rain.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So yeah, man. So where do you want to start? You want to start spec? You want to start new comic book day? What do you want to do? I don't know.
We can start wherever. I think. You know what? Actually. The first thing we should do is Comic Jabroni and his passing.
Oh,
he's gonna be missed in the comic community.
Yeah, man, that's good way to start. Yeah. I personally I never met him. I talked to him a few times. He acknowledged in the chats, things like that.
Yep.
Really, really nice guy, really nice dude, a lot of energy like me. I remember he made a joke about like Iron Man once, and I was like, hey, oh, come on. But yeah, really solid dude. He will be missed. I was talking to Rod the other day, just knowing how crazy his emotions were, like that. So yeah, I think the community raised, I think the goal was like $5,000 and they raised, I think like 10, something like that.
Yeah, they did a really amazing job for him.
Yeah, man, the community is great. It just goes to show, someone might look, you just never know. You never know what's going on in people's lives. Right. Always be nice, always be smiling, things like that. That's what my old man always preached. So, that's something that I always preach. But yeah, really sad for him, his family, and everyone. But I mean, it just goes to show you the great community that we have, that they were able to do that. Yeah. I mean, first one that comes to mind is Keeping It Thorough. I mean, he basically, all the proceeds that went from his auction, they gave right to his family, which was awesome. I think they had 7,000 the first day. So
yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice, man. I don't know. Do you have any stories about him? Again, I've never met him or anything like that. We just chatted a few times here and there. So,
I'm pretty much in a lot. Had a few conversations with him. He was a really great guy. Definitely big in the community. So
yeah, he'll be missed for sure, man. He will be missed.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, Rod's show is usually like an hour, and it went like I think there was like 280 people. I mean, it just goes to show you how many people like were touched by him and things like that. And one thing that
he always had an amazing show,
and he always had that energy, man. I always gravitated to people like that who are natural, who are themselves. Everybody who knew him said, what you saw on camera was how you got it, like how you got him, and that's always really cool, right? Like just being all natural. And again, I've never met the guy, but in our short brief chats here and there and him poking at Iron Man, I mean, it was a good time. So yeah, definitely thoughts and prayers to his family.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Just acknowledging the chat before we go. What's going on, Jaguar? Phace Tyme, thank you for letting people know that I might be late. Keys, of course. Dollar Bin, let's hear it. Oh man, Peanut, Lasso, thanks for joining, guys. And Mr. Mighty Morphin, White Ranger, Green Ranger, I don't know what Ranger he is today. Mr. Burke, what's going on? Freaky, what's going on, brother? Thanks for joining. So, yeah, like I said at the beginning, guys, we're going to be talking just a little bit of spec. Phace Tyme has a lot of knowledge, so he wanted to share some stuff. We're also going to talk about some books on New Comic Book Day, things like that. Shoot the shit. We don't really have a time limit. I don't have a curfew. I don't know about Phace Tyme, but we'll see where we go. We'll see where we go. So where do you want to start? New Comic Book Day, or you want to talk some spec?
We can talk New Comic Book Day. I do seem to be getting some kind of lag on my end. There might be some interference from the storm. So.
All right. Well, I'll carry some of the conversation. I'm just gonna get my paper. I just want to get what New Comic Book Day, what's coming out this week. We're on the 19th. Yeah, we're on the 19th. I don't know, man. What start off? What do you got? What are you looking for on Wednesday?
I know we definitely got some issues that you got to pick up on the 19th. There's a lot of continuation of some events they got going on. You got the Joker War books. Your Batman 97 is coming out. Nightwing 73, and I think the big one that people are looking at is the
lag is bad. Phace, you wanna get back in, brother? It might help.
Yeah, let me give that a shot.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, Burke's got some good ones here too. Yeah, Thor 6, Batman 97. Yeah, Batman 97 I think is on everybody's list. That new Power Rangers one as well. Thor 6. I think I got a copy. I should have a copy. I know that, and this is like kind of small time. I mean, I know how crazy Catwoman 23 got, but Catwoman 24 comes out, so that might obviously be the first full appearance of Catgirl. So, that might be something to look into. Again, he said Batman 97. I know Keys has been huge on the Joker Wars and things like that, so that one's a good one to look out for. 96 was the first Clown Hunter, so I'm assuming something will happen there. I know some people are kind of feeling Captain Marvel 20 as well. I don't know. I think, with 18 being the first, or I think it's a cameo or first appearance, I can't remember, of that half-sister Skrull or Skrill, whatever. I always butcher that saying. 19 was the first cover appearance. I don't know if there's going to be any significance to 20. If you're collecting the run, I think Sana's the only one that's like hardcore into Captain Marvel. She might pick it up. But, that's another book you might want to look out for. Again, he touched base on Nightwing 73. I'm not really a DC guy, so I don't know if I'm going to be picking it up necessarily. I know he is picking it up. I know Keys is picking it up. Dollar Bin here saying Catwoman 23 is the first full appearance. Who's saying different? I don't know. I just heard some stuff. A lot of people were going to be picking up 24, thinking that it was. I don't know. I think I have 24. I think I only have one copy, though. Bash, Captain Marvel 20, first Carol. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. We're probably going to have a lot of those copies here. By a lot, I mean just like 4 or 5 of them. Joe, what's going on, brother? Thanks for joining. Thor 6, Empire, X-Men 4, Power Rangers. Of course, you would say Power Rangers, Batman 97, Death Metal, Guidebook, Nightwing 73. What's the deal with Nightwing 73? You would know, right, Burke? Because you're pretty Nightwinged up. Let me know, man, because I don't know. I don't know anything about Nightwing or anything like that. The ones I got circled that I know I'm ordering, Batman 97 because Keys told me to. I've got Catwoman 24, Thor 6, Captain Marvel 20. I do have it. I don't know why. I also have Spider-Woman 3 here and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Legends 26. That makes sense. Did you read the Power Ranger? Half of it. Yeah, I got like 4 copies of it. Bash says she makes accuser hammers for War Machine Spider. Ooh, I gotta pick that up, man. I really gotta pick that up. Punchline is in Nightwing 73. Oh. Yeah, man, I don't know about Punchline either. Like, I went all crazy on Batman 92 when it came out, and yeah, I don't know, man. Just not a lot of people begging. I'm trying to get Phace Tyme on here, guys. I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. So let's see. She mind controls Nightwing to fight Batgirl. Ooh, okay. So she's getting everybody to fight everybody. Here's more Nightwing stuff. Nightwing 73, he's under Joker's control and toxin. He may finally become Nightwing again. The next issue, he's not been Nightwing for like 2 years. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I really did not know that. But again, I'm not a DC guy. Batman 89, you missed out. Or yeah, 89. 92 is designer. Yeah. Well, that art gem one. But yeah, I missed out on 89 big time. Big time. Dollar saying 24 will be a reveal. Catgirl should be named. Okay, so I think that's what it was. I think me and you talked about that. Dollar Bin. Dollar Bin's again another guy who is like crazy on the spec game. A lot of knowledge. Yeah, what? Let me know what you guys are getting. I know it's supposed to be like a really big week. I thought last week was pretty big, to be honest. I mean, I got a few books last week. Keys did too. I mean, the last couple of weeks, the last 2-3 weeks, we Lasso. Stop saying you're a DC guy. You know what? I like Green Lantern. That's as far as I might go. What's going on? Is 89 is considered even a cameo anymore? I don't know. I don't know how that works, man. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how 89 and all that jazz works out, because I mean, today a comic could say, you know, it is his first appearance. It's just a cameo, and then all of a sudden it's you know, being fought online or in the market. So Batman 89 is her cameo. First full is Hellrisen 3, and then her art gem. All right, there is Mr. Phace Tyme getting Venom.
What's going on, man?
You fix your issue or what?
Sorry about that. Yeah, we're getting pretty interesting outside. Yeah, it's getting pretty interesting outside right now. So
it's starting to rain here. I can hear it. I thought it was like a dryer. It's not. It's the rain.
Yeah.
So I was just talking to these guys in the chat. If there's any ladies in here, I apologize. You know, ladies and gents. Yeah, but we were just talking about some books. I had mentioned Batman 97, Catwoman 24, Ninja Turtles Legends 26, Captain Marvel 20, which Bash actually told me that it is the first appearance of Carol Corp.
What was that one? The last one?
Captain Marvel 20.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a first appearance of Carol's Corp or something like that.
Yeah, Carol's Accuser Corps. It's gonna be. I guess they had a cameo at the end of issue 19. They showed up. It was I think it was Spider-Woman, Armor, and War Machine.
And War Machine.
And she's somehow, I guess, divided the power and split it amongst all four of them, or something like that, is what it looks like.
Huh. That's interesting. Is there like big time first appearances this week? I don't think there is, right? I think
nothing that really stands out as far as like huge first appearances. Although like I do think like Burke mentioned Drac and New Dawn. And I'm not sure that they're saying that the Dark Rangers are supposed to show up in Power Rangers 53 or something like that, but there's a possibility that they may show up in this book.
Yeah, I heard 53 too. I think Dollar had mentioned something. I could be wrong, but I think it was 50, 52, 53, or 55. One of those three numbers was coming to me. I don't know why.
There's been rumors they put it out on several different books on which they could appear. So it's going to be interesting to see where they finally do pop up as a full team.
Yeah. So guys, here is a little bit of information of Dollar Bin. If you guys don't know, or if you're not subscribed, if you don't follow him, make sure you do, because this guy puts out knowledge. Again, just like Phace Tyme, they're knowledgeable, but Dollar Bin, he puts a lot of work. And I'm not taking any away from Phace Tyme, but you guys check out what he does. that's what he's picking up. He was big on that Star 4. I think he was the only one talking about it. I don't think you can get it. Like, good luck. You're not going to be paying cheap price, that's for sure. He's
we actually
big.
got that one, so
Yeah, and that's a good one. And the other one that he was talking about, which he told me about like a few weeks ago, actually, was that Voyage to the Stars. That one was a book that he was preaching and talking about for a very long time. And I don't think anybody was talking about that book except him. There's what's the other book he was talking about? Yeah, Star 4. I'm not going to be able to get Star 4. It's just not going to happen for me. The cover A, probably not the 1 in 25. I'm just trying to look up that 1 in 25 now, but it's not really working for me. I think Phace Tyme is froze again. Bash made a good thing here. He says they show up in Captain Marvel 19, but I think the first full is in 20. Yeah, you know what? I'm probably gonna have to pick up 20 then, because if you guys are saying that there's a first appearance, I mean, you know, it's probably not a bad idea. I think one of my shops still has a couple of 19 issue 19. So yeah, thanks Bash, man. Yeah, that's some good knowledge there. Dollar bin here again. Street Fighter 2020 swimsuit special. Yeah, guys. Again, I preach it a lot, but this guy knows, man, the variants that he knows, the ratios, things like that. Like Dollar bin knows his stuff, man. Let's see here. Isn't Batman 97 first clown? No, I think that's 96. Yeah, 96. Yeah, because I remember there was that badass like yellow cover that they had. That third print is a great cover. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, brother. Let me know. I'm trying to. Hey, Punch, what's going on, man? I'm telling you, if you're gonna invest in 7. Oh man, yes, that's another one. 7 Secrets. I think Keon, Key Issues, he picked up because we had 3 copies and two shops. The one had 2 copies in bags and poly bags, and then the other one just had 1 copy with you know, just raw, just the way it was. Keon lucked out. I'm kind of, you know, pissed that I wasn't able to pick it up. The one that he had in the bag as well, because there was another copy. I think that's going to be big. Hold on to that one for sure. Bash, yeah, it was 96. Bash, first Clown Hunter. There was that sweet yellow cover, that variant. I think it was a 1 in 25. If you have it, my God, good gracious. I was talking about Burke's Venom 4 third print. Oh, I don't know. I thought he had a 3. Burke, I thought you had Venom 3. Fighting Ghostmaker. What's going on, Lost Kid? Yeah, the spoiler cover is sick too for 7 Secrets. Yeah, man, I'm more hooked now on 7 Secrets than I was going into Firepower. I was really big on Firepower. I'm not saying that it's terrible or anything like that. I'm just saying I think 7 Secrets has got something now. I don't know. I think that could be something really cool. He's got the Gotham Casey jump. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it. Actually, I never really thought about that like that. Yeah, it's the yellow. I love white, black, and yellow covers. It reminds me of that Wolverine one, that all yellow one where he kind of looks like he's popping out like 3D. Love that one, man. Love that one. Empire X-Men 4. See, Captain Marvel 20 all covers, Venom 26 second print. Yeah, so guys, if you guys don't know, Venom 26 is also coming out, second print. Venom 25 third print. So you know what that means. They'll probably get to 10 prints by probably the end of Christmas, with how popular that one was. Cardinal Dagon 1 horror comics. Yeah, there's a lot of indie covers I think coming out this Wednesday that a lot of people might be sleeping on. If you see some of these, definitely get it. I know Dollar was huge preaching Star 4, the 1 in 25, and the Voyage to the Stars. Let's see here. I went ham on only to find them. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Carlito's in the house, and we're going to attempt to get Phace Tyme back on. What's going on, Carlito? Thanks for joining, brother.
Hmm.
Phace, you there? Man, that's
Yeah, I'm here. It doesn't see the camera, but
oh, it's all good, man. Dollar. The cover I announced for Simple Man's comics is still available. Yeah. So Burke, didn't you announce another one today? I think it was. I was at work all day, guys, so I apologize. I haven't been near my phone or anything for the past like 2 days just with work. So, Burke
and
said,
that new Dawn cover that they got over there is nice.
yeah. I think Simple Man, you could still get it from Simple Man's. I'm not sure. I think Burke had just mentioned you can get it. It's still available. So Burke is saying Firepower is an amazing story. Both have staying power, no doubt. Seven Secrets is sneaky. Man, honestly, I think Seven Secrets is gonna be something. Like, I really do. I have high hopes for it. Again, I'm probably gonna go to my shop.
That book was great.
So Keon, actually, he was able to get one in a poly bag. So I'm kind of
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm kind of
the spoiler variant.
Yeah.
The spoiler variant.
So, let's see here. Hey, what's going on, Southern? Thanks for joining, brother. Thanks, bro. Yeah. He Burke is like the Power Ranger guru here. Oh, okay. So my man Joe is not going to be able to make it tomorrow on my show. He asked if he could hop on. He wants to just chat. So here he is, guys. Joe, what's
going on, Joe?
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
Joe, what's going on?
So for all you guys that don't know, Joe is originally from Chicago, huge Blackhawks fan. If you don't know what that means, it means Vegas is up on Chicago 3-1. They won yesterday.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it, man. They suck. I know. I wasn't expecting them to go too far, but you know.
So yeah, Joe. So we're talking about new comic book day, and we're gonna be talking a little bit spec here and there. What are you thinking about Wednesday? Do you have anything pulled or anything?
Wednesday, like this last Wednesday or next Wednesday?
No. This Wednesday coming up, man.
I don't know. That's my first day of school, so I probably won't be able to make it to this. My first day of college, yeah. I probably won't be able to make it to the comic book stores that day, but we'll see. Maybe I'll find some time. We'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, Batman 97 is coming out. I think there was a little bit of confusion because some people thought maybe Batman 97 was the first Clown Hunter. It's 96, guys. So yeah, don't be fooled. But again, Phace 97 is a tie-in to Joker Wars, correct?
Yeah, 97 is another tie-in to Joker War. The synopsis kind of makes it sound like it's pretty much going to be a filler issue, but you never know. Yeah. The big one for Joker War that people were talking about was Harley 75, that Punchline may kill her. But solicitations say that Harley Quinn does show up in Batman 103, so she's not very likely to die and come back that soon.
No. I think the other thing, too, that I have here written down is that the free comic book day this week is going to be a Street Fighter #1. Dollar Bin was talking about getting a swimsuit edition comic of Street Fighter. If you guys come across that, I would pick it up. I think it's a 1 in 25.
Yeah, so I think there is a swimsuit edition of Street Fighter coming out this week.
Oh, shoot.
The free comic book day issue, I'm not sure. My store's actually had that for like the last 2 weeks, which when I was looking at the solicitations, it said it was supposed to come out, I think, next week or something like that. But yeah, it's been sitting on the shelves at my local store for weeks now.
Seriously? Wow.
Really? Wow. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure I actually have it sitting here somewhere. If my camera was working.
Comics for college priorities, man. Yeah, I know. Comics are way more important than college. It's just true.
Yeah, if you want to live in your parents' basement till you're 50,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking here.
You can get a lot more comics that way.
Yeah,
and I'm looking at myself right now. I need a freaking haircut, man. Jeez,
I need a haircut, man. You guys in the U.S. have to? Are you able to get like walk-ins, or do you have to call in advance?
Well, I think a lot of the places are call in advance. Like, you got to make an appointment, but I just walk in and they usually take me if they have a room or something like that. I was gonna get a haircut today, but I got so busy. So dang.
So I got an appointment coming up too. I need to get the haircut. So Dollar Bin here, another one. Yeah, scoop up your Cobra Kai incentive. Netflix is dropping the advertisement for Cobra Kai. Season 1 coming August 28th. Wow.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't see it because I'll probably be watching New Mutants. It comes out the same day, so
it's Netflix. You could watch it like the next day.
Yeah, I know. So Bash here, and who else was it? Yeah, Bash is saying Thor 6 is the big one. Burks is saying Thor 6 is pre-selling on eBay for $10 already, so that's gonna be.
Yeah, I'll be picking that up. Yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine how many copies. And again, I think he said that there's a second print for 26, Venom 26, and there's also a third print for Venom 25. It's just getting out of hand.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, the reprints are just, it's amazing. There's 3 or 4 of them coming out a week now that are like must pick ups.
It's ridiculous, man. Like, when does it stop? What's up, Titus? What's up, Evan? Thanks for joining, guys. I know it's a late one.
They won't. I mean, people are going to keep buying these things, so they're going to keep selling them.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, but like whenever
there is a market for it.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I just don't know if it holds value as much, though, man. Like, I don't know. Like, you guys have heard me talking about like one of my characters, Iron Man. You know, like Invincible Iron Man 7. Like,
yeah,
you know, there's like 3. Yeah, there's 3 prints to that one. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's only one that, like, the first one. I was always under the impression that the first print is always the money one. If a second or third one is low print run, I'll probably get it just because a lot of people might be sleeping on it, things like that. But I mean, now it just seems like every comic that comes out, we have like a second, third, fourth print. It's just
the only comic that I know that is way more expensive than the first print is Venom 3 for the third print, the first null appearance on the cover. So like that's the only one that I really can think of off the top of my head.
Third printing of Venom 3 is.
What Phace? Do you have another one that you can think of like that? I can't.
Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen?
No, the first print is the most expensive, right?
There might be some exclusives.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Spider-Verse. Yeah, there's like 4 or 5. I think there's like a Mexico one. There's a Zero. Things like that. Yeah, but I think the first print is the one that you want with that blue.
Yeah, the first print is definitely the one that you want.
Burke is saying, Venom 4 third print as well.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah,
I just had one on the tip of my tongue. Can't think of it. But there's not many, right? Like there's not many.
No, like there's some that there's.
Yeah,
some that are getting closer with some later have more value, but not a whole lot. Where the later printing has more value.
You would bring up Batman and Power Rangers, Burke. Harley first appearance is worth more than the third print. Yeah, I know. Man of Steel. Yeah, but see, a lot of these ones I don't really know. Like Superman, I'll be honest.
The fifth printing, it's more valuable, I'm pretty sure, for the first appearance of Doomsday, because it's like the lowest print run, I think. I think that's why, at least.
Well, that actually the only one that I can think of right now at the top.
Yeah, that's usually what it is with anything the old one.
Venom 9's also. Oh, right. Yeah. There's what? 1, 2, 3.
I'm thinking of picking up a Venom 9 soon. I want that and 7. Dylan Brock is starting to get pretty.
I do know. I'm just saying it's always Batman with you. Dylan Brock. Yeah, Dylan Brock is getting super hot if you can't afford. Okay, speaking about that, let's talk about Dylan. If I'm spending my money anywhere, I'm telling you, it's Venom 9. It is not Venom 7. Even though I think Venom 7 has a better cover. It
is a cooler cover. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I don't like when I look at Venom 9, I think of a dinosaur. I don't know.
Really? Yeah. I think it just looks like a demon dog. It reminds me of the dogs in like the Incredible Hulk, except like those demon Hulk dogs in that movie. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
It just looks weird. And then the second print for that is like those monkeys or whatever. It's like really weird. I think.
I don't like that one. That one's weird.
I almost had to talk Keon out of buying one of those because he was about to buy one like I think a month and a half ago for like $20, and I was like, man, like this is not the one you want at all. Like
I think the first and the third print have the best covers. Those are the best.
Yeah, 9 is the one you want. It's the first full appearance. I mean, if you like the cameo, go for it. Me personally, I love the art on 7. Again, I don't know if I would buy it. I'd rather have the first full appearance. Burke has both. man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Jimmy
it's all down to personal taste. Some people are really getting into the later printings because they're lower print runs or because they have better covers. But for some of these old school guys like Newbie, apparently,
yeah, and dollar here too, guys. If you guys don't know, 7. If you guys are buying it, be careful because especially to the newer guys, there is 2 variants where the tongue. If you actually look, his tongue is out. And then the original copy, I think the tongue is not out. So just be careful. Don't be paying extra if somebody's selling you that and you don't see the tongue, of course. Let's see, Venom 9.
they did something like that with one of the issues. They did something similar like with that the first Dakin, the claw cover. There was one of them that had the claw on the underside of his wrist that was showing, and the other cover didn't have it showing. It was the same way. It was the same cover where they just kind of had that one little piece in it.
Sometimes you got to look at that, right? Like if you see like the first print and then the second or third, like I know tons of people are like, oh, it looks the same. Like I know people that look at that Invincible Iron Man, the first print and the third print, and they're like, it's the same, and I'm like, what? Like there's like a whole person right there with the name Riri Williams. What are you talking about? It's crazy to me, but
yeah, I actually kind of appreciate that Marvel's at least putting new covers out there.
Yeah, I don't like when it's like the same, but just like a little small detail, man. Like it's just I don't know. It's
with that, isn't it just the title change? Like it's the first print's white, and then the third print's I think blue, right?
Yeah.
Red or something like that.
Yeah, that seems to be the DC standard.
Yeah, and you also got to be careful because I know somebody that just picked up an Iron Man or Invincible Iron Man 9 second or third print because the first print the writing is in white, and I can't remember if it's second or third print. It's blue, and he was like, "Oh man, I got this." I think he paid like $85 for a raw. And it was like a second or third print. I'm like, oh, no, man. He's like, what? And he doesn't know much about comics. He's getting into it. And, he paid, and it's in blue. And I'm like, man, you overpaid. You overpaid. Like,
that's like worth $30 US, maybe even less than that.
I agree. Dollar Bin. I ordered 2 copies. Yeah. Thor, this book right here, guys, Thor 5 third print will be money. I mean, Thor is just super hot right now.
Anything Thor right now is just fire. The number 6 issue apparently has been spoiled already, but it's from the sounds of it, it's going to be pretty dope.
What do you guys think of the Walmart exclusive variants?
You know what? I actually have like all of them.
Oh yeah, they come out the same, right? Like I've never really gone to Walmart to go look at those exclusives. Like, do they come out the same day, like Wednesday?
No, Walmart seems to drop them at different times.
Yeah, and I only ask because Walmart, like some people don't realize, like Canada to US, like even eBay, even Walmart, like it's different. It's not the same as you guys. I think, you guys have an advantage. Even just talking to like, and I know there's a comic channel, but Funko people, right? Like when say a Funko comes out in the US, like on a certain day, we don't get it here. Like people go nuts because they don't get it the same day. And that happens with comics too, like certain variants, right? Like it doesn't happen. So, I know some people are like, oh man, you should get like, even just with shops, right? Like, sometimes I would love to have certain variants, like the Star 4. I would love to have that 1 in 25. But we talked to every shop here, me and Keon, and man, like nobody, I think there's like 3 or 5 copies ordered that book. That's it. Nobody else ordered it. So
yeah, those Star 4, they're very hard to find. We've actually only managed to find one of them. My girlfriend searched for quite a while because she's really on that series.
Yeah, I'm not going to chase the variant and things like that. Like, it's just stupid, especially if I got to buy like 20 copies. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the math doesn't add up. The money, especially if you're looking to just flip it or something like that, it's just not.
Did you see the Venom 26 Walmart variant? It was actually really nice. I liked it.
What did it look like? I think I might have.
I'm pretty sure it was like Venom standing on a building, like crouching over, and it was like a red cover kind. I'm pretty sure that's what it looked like.
I think I might have.
I thought it was really sick. I've only seen it like once.
So Punch is
So
saying, yeah, Thor 6 is going to be crazy. Burke is asking, is it going to be Venom 27 level? Punch is saying, yes. So guys, if you haven't already, go get Thor 6. Thank God Keon made that call and put Thor 6 aside for us. What's going on, Austin?
Yeah, they're not wrong with what's been spoiled about Thor 6. If it's going to play into pretty much every
is
part
there
of
any,
Marvel. The way it sounds from what's been put out there is what's that?
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, is there any like any first appearance or anything like that, or is it kind of cooled off? Because you know, with Venom, we've had 25, 26, 27. You know, we've had 3 issues there with like first appearances and cameos right off the bat. It's like I know a lot of people are saying like it seems like every time there's a Venom book out, there's a first appearance or something like that. So I'm just wondering.
Right. So with Thor 6, it doesn't sound it's going to be a first appearance. It's without trying to give away too much, it's going to be the return of a pretty big character, with some extra firepower behind him.
Okay.
Yeah. But they almost make it sound like in what's been spoiled that it's kind of like a premonition or possible maybe a future vision or something like that, which would be interesting. Just because of what's going on in the way the Marvel Universe is set up right now and where everything's at, the image that was shown doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So
yeah. I mean, it's Thor, Venom, indies. That's what's really hot right now. The last couple of weeks, anyway. I mean, you go look anything Thor, anything Venom, anything Donny Cates for that matter, right? Like it's on fire. I think you could come out with like, golf club man or something, and it would just, be. I see my golf clubs. That's the first thing that came to mind. But I'm thinking, the guy could just make anything, and it's fire right now. Punch. I do believe that the Walmart ones are newsstand. I believe. I think so.
Yeah, that's one of the big things about the Walmart exclusives is it's so hard to find them in high condition because they're essentially newsstand variants and they're put in that packaging not very gently. So
yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't be. It should be.
And man, people don't care too. Like me and Keys, we had a buddy of ours. He's not into comics at all, and it was when that freebie, the first virus came out. So I had said to him, I go, hey, listen, take a few of these copies just to have them. And this is what the guy does. He gets the book and he's like this. He just does this, and he's in the shop and he's like this with all 3 copies. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, what? What's up? What's wrong? I'm like, you're kind of ruining the book. And he looks at it and he's like, I'm not ruining it. It's fine. And I'm like, dude, you
doesn't understand
that out,
man.
So.
Like you turned around and people were just looking at him like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like it was just crazy. But and when you go to Walmart and you do see those books, I don't think in Canada we get those Walmart exclusives. I really don't. I think it's just a US thing. Because I've never seen comics in my Walmart ever.
I haven't either. I didn't even know Walmart even sold comics until I started getting into comics.
They're usually in where they keep the sports cards, the Magic cards, Pokemon, all that good stuff. You can usually find them in there. Now, they have had displays back in the magazine area for their new their exclusives. They have Walmart actually has a whole series of exclusives out.
Yeah.
Our local store
because there was
has not gotten into second issues yet. Some other stores have been having problems with that, with their distribution. But a couple of those are pretty good.
Yeah, you're right, Phace. Usually when you go to the Walmart, it's usually where the Pokemon stuff, the cards and all that stuff is. I remember the one book Walmart had that people were going nuts for, and it has no significance. I mean, I think you can find it now for like next to nothing, but it's that Spider-Man symbiote where they had like Mysterio with like the Venom. Right? It had no significance. And that book was selling for like $50-$60.
Yeah, there was heavy Venom going on at the time. Yeah.
They started selling comics at Walmart like a year or two ago. Yeah, Burke, honestly, man, I think it's just the U.S. I could be wrong. I might have to talk to Sandy because here in Canada, they play by different rules, man. Like I said, I was touching on the Funkos. Like, it's a totally different game. Key collector app.
I really think that the rules are different for every individual store.
Yeah, and every region.
Yeah.
Like, Joe's saying right now, he's like, he's never seen them at Walmart. And, then you have people that are like, oh, man, I picked up like 10. It's like,
well, maybe I haven't just looked hard enough, or like I just didn't look at all.
Right.
But maybe on Wednesday I'll go look if I have time after school.
Oh, okay. See, and now you got this. Now you got Lasso saying that they're done. What you're getting is unsold overstock packed together in pack of 3s. Yeah, I did not know that. I have.
Oh, really?
I've never seen it, but it could be different to every state, right? Like how many Walmarts are there, man? They're like at every corner, basically. So.
Yeah.
That's the joke here. So, okay, guys. So we touched base on Thor 6.
Yeah, I think it has to do with exclusive company or whatever that they're doing 3 packs.
Yeah, and I think they do because I remember Comic Head 84 and Tony they were talking about it on their show not too long ago. I think like a few weeks ago or something like that. Because Comic Head 84 he does the Walmart one. He goes for them too. So yeah, just getting back to before we go to like spec talk, going back to new comic book day. So I guess the ones to really look out for is Thor 6, Nightwing 73, Batman 97. I'm probably not gonna get that one, to be honest with you. I think I have it in my pull box. I might just be like, oh, I didn't know I ordered this. Catwoman 24, I'm definitely grabbing just because I want to pair it up with 23. And yeah, if anybody can find that street.
Snowflame again.
Say that again?
So you never know, maybe they'll kill Snowflame off again.
Yeah, you never know, man. It's crazy to me. And then yeah, there's those Venom ones, right? There's Venom 25 third print and Venom 26 second print. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it seems like Thor this week.
Thor 6 is probably the winner this week. Like that's the book everybody should have. Don't call your local shop right now. They're either sleeping or they'd be pissed to get the call anyway.
We'll probably sold out Jamie. Too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Huge. I mean, in the States, 100%. 100%. See, we're lucky here because sometimes me and Keys, we can wait. We can probably wait till like Tuesday morning, even like the day of. And we can be like I know when Venom 25 came out, like we went the Wednesday of, and I picked up that Raposo variant. I had a few cover A's. I had I always butcher this guy's name, but the Chichello, I call him Chichello guy. The one where Eddie Brock's on the building.
Chichetto, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I got those, and we got those like the day of. Like we didn't have to order early or anything like that. So sometimes we get lucky, sometimes we get burned. Like Venom 26, yeah, we almost got burned like big time for that one. Even though we knew it was coming, because at the same time, like I thought, okay, maybe 25 will be the book. I know Dollar Bin has preached about this. Like 25 is low print run. Right, where 26, everybody kind of knew he was coming. 26, 27, those books are very high print run, right? So, sometimes you have to deal with that. No, keep Snowflake. I'm back, boys. Yeah. So, Keys, we got some work to do tomorrow morning. I think probably score some more Thor 6 if we can. I want to go back to here. Walmart's always sold the comics that Spider-Man #1 Gold Edition from 1990 was a Walmart.
Yeah, the McFarlane Torment cover. You could get that back at when it first came out from Walmart. They just had a different version of it.
Do you think maybe just like depending on what state it might be like more like Joe? I know you're in South Carolina right now, right?
Yeah, I think Walmart is just on and off, like on selling comics. Like they stop for a few years and they keep going and then they stop.
Yep.
I don't know. South Carolina, I haven't really checked the Walmarts over here, but now that I know, I probably will.
Yeah, because you might.
I'll see what they got.
Like I don't.
Yeah, you never know.
It's like a small state, but I mean, like compared to like Florida, Texas, New York, LA, or
yeah, of
California,
course, yeah.
like where there's big populations of comic people. I mean, you might be able to find something, might be able to score something. I don't know. It'd probably be a good thing.
Yeah, I'll probably check tomorrow.
Yeah, so I think Thor 6 is probably the big winner this week, guys. If you don't have it on your pull list, try to get there early. Nightwing 73. A lot of people in the chat were talking about Nightwing 73. For whatever reason, I have Phace Tyme, and I don't know, maybe you might have mentioned something about this, but Spider-Woman 3, I have it on the list, as well as Avengers 35. Is there any?
I'm getting Spider-Woman, just kind of following the storyline so far.
Okay.
I don't know if there's going to be anything significant with that as far as being a key or anything, but it's interesting the story so far. So see where they're going with it.
What about Avengers 35?
Avengers 35 looks like it's going to be more of the Age of Khonshu. They're actually building in Avengers towards an event that they just talked about. It's going to be happening in December, where they're bringing back the Phoenix.
Yeah. That's
pretty cool.
With the possibility of teasing they're teasing some images that are going to be on covers in November, I guess, of the possibilities. And it's like one of them is Namor, which I guess he wouldn't really be a new host since he was part of the Phoenix Five, but whatever. And then like Captain America was one of them. I think like War Machine was one of them. Like,
I was gonna say, I think War Machine was one of them, but I like to think like War Machine is like my answer to everything lately. I'm like, I think War Machine. You know how like some people are like Keanu Reeves. Yeah, mine's like War Machine. I'm always like, I think War Machine. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
I was gonna say, speaking of Captain America, when you said that, and I was thinking Venom. Did anybody pick up that Venom 27 variant where they had that Agent Venom on there? Was anybody able to pick that one up?
You talking about the Captain America variant? I think that's one of the later printings. It's like a second print of that cover, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. I think it came out last week. I don't know. It just because I thought it was weird because all the characters behind it had the Venom. So like they had the Iron Man guy because they're like different Avengers. Spoiler alert, like the comic came out on Wednesday, so like if you haven't read it yet, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's kind of cool how because the cover has like I think they have like a Black Cat, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and they all have like the Venom logo and things like that. So I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know. Even though I don't like Captain America all that well, I thought he looked bug-eyed, but I was kind of digging the Iron Man having the Venom just because that's two of my guys. Dudes Talking Comics, what is up, man? Hey, if nobody has checked this channel out who follows me, please do yourself a favor, go follow these guys. Well, it's him, but he usually has his cousin TK. TK is well known in the community too. Both are solid dudes. Go check them out. Really good content, man. And I think he's coming up on, I want to say like 400 subs, maybe. I could be wrong, but if you haven't, definitely check them out. They're pumping up Moon Knight for Disney. No, man, don't tell me that because I am betting that Moon Knight is a movie. I want him to be in the Avengers. I don't want him in a Disney show. I do not.
Me too. I also don't know how that would work because I would rather him be rated R, kind of like Deadpool. Like, how is Deadpool going to be in the Avengers? He goes around killing people. Avengers do, but not really at the same time. They don't show it.
But I think that he would have a better longevity because I'm just thinking about it like this. Say they put him on a show and it hits, right? Let's be realistic. Not all the shows hit. Not all the people that play in the show, translate to big screen success, right? That's just Hollywood. That's just what happens in shows and TV, right? Like just because you're good on a show doesn't mean you're necessarily good in a movie and vice versa. I just would hate to see Moon Knight be successful on a show and then everybody want him to be in a movie and then it just not happen.
You think that maybe they could do a show and they could maybe introduce him in the movies?
I just think he'd be a good addition to like the Avengers. I don't know.
No, I know he could still be in the Avengers. I mean, I'm saying like, what if they do a TV show and it's successful, and then he has a TV show, but also doesn't get his own movie, but he's still in the movies. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll throw this at you, and this is perfect because Burke is still here. When you like think about Flash, that was, I mean, I would say it wasn't the best show on TV, but it was one of the better ones.
Season 1 through 3 were pretty good, and then after that,
but the guy played a really good Flash, and then when the movie came
made
out,
it really good in the early seasons,
right? Like they had what's his name, Ezra Miller, so it was just kind of like
yeah. But if you make a Moon Knight TV show, it's still technically in the MCU. The Flash TV show is not in the DCEU technically, so they can't really have the same actor, but they can have the same actor for Moon Knight, whoever it is. In the movies, if they decide to do that, which I think that would be pretty dope.
Berg says, I could have ordered a second print Venom 27. I said, nah. Yeah, sometimes you just got to save your money for the next week, right? Hopefully the third print has Codex on the cover. That would be dope. What's the one that came out, 27? The one with like the one on the cover he was on? That was sick. I wish I would have got that. Agent Venom was sweet in 27. Don't spoil it. Yeah, I'm not trying to. I actually did read it. I thought it was dope. Yeah. The Flash is great TV show.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do with how that turned out and who that person ended up being.
Which person? That green and purple thing, or
the Codex? Agent Venom?
Oh, yeah. What's your guess on that?
I think that person is going to end up in the regular Marvel universe somehow.
Ooh, that's big. Punt is saying
it may not be immediate, but I think down the road it's going to end up being that way.
Yeah. I just want to touch base on what Hawaiian Punch is saying right now. He thinks that Moon Knight having a TV series would be okay. Not a lot of people know him, only comic book fans. It would be a good transition. Yeah, absolutely. I just think up to this point, I think it's 50-50. I know Mikey Sutton made on TiVo show about like 2 months ago. They were talking about Moon Knight, and they were saying, they're like, they don't know what direction they're going. Mikey was saying something about he's hearing that he might actually go into the movie. Because again, guys, put COVID aside, and I know it's hard to right now with society. Put COVID aside, put Miles Morales to aside. Before that Miles Morales thing, the one character, or the two things that you could not stop talking about in the comic world was Eternals and Moon Knight. Those were the two biggest things. And then out of nowhere, Miles Morales came, destroyed everything for like a month and a half. And yeah, but I think Moon Knight is going to be very successful. He is more so a Batman.
The thing with Moon Knight is that it would end up being like sort of like a Guardians of the Galaxy, because he's one of those characters, like you said, he's not really very known. He'd kind of be one of a sleeper movie for most people, but I think it'd end up being so good because of who the character is and just confidence in Marvel's casting.
Oh yeah,
they seem to do pretty well with it. So
yeah.
When Guardians of the Galaxy first came out, I had no idea what the hell that was. I didn't even know it had to do with Marvel.
Nobody knew. I remember when those movies came out, like my ex-girlfriend was around at the time. She knew nothing about comics. And she was like, oh my God, that looks like a sweet movie. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, it looks terrible. But
it's actually funny. When it first came out, I was like, who the fuck are these guys? They're not the real Guardians of the Galaxy, because it was a completely different roster than what normal Guardians of the Galaxy was.
Yeah.
And I've been saying since the Eternals news, like I picked up my Eternals like super early. And I don't know if people have been sleeping on it. The last 2 months, the prices have been going down. But if you look at the prices now, I mean, a book that would have cost you $280 like 2 weeks ago is back to being like $400 now. So I don't know. I bought my Eternals at a really good time before all the stuff. That's a book that I really only bought for like a flip purpose. It's not something that I'll probably hold on to. Once the trailer drops, I'm probably just gonna like part ways with it. I got it at a good price if I can get.
Once the trailer drops, oh my God, that thing's gonna shoot up.
Same with my Carnage.
Man, forget 15 minutes before its premiere.
Yeah, and same with what's it called? Carnage, like my 9.6 Carnage. Soon as we kind of get closer, I'm really just selling that. Like that, it's a super
Now
high
you sound
print
crazy
run.
as hell.
Yeah, I love the character. Don't get me wrong. It's just when you talk to people who know print runs and know that, like, man, that book is everywhere. Like, so many people have that book. It's going to be difficult to hold on to that book for a long period of time and for it to hold value because there's just so many damn copies, right? And you're seeing it now with I don't know if in the States you guys are seeing it, but I'm seeing it a lot in Canada. 360, ASM 360. Like, you could probably get like a 9.4 in that book for like $30. Like, it's not going up because there's so many of those copies that people don't realize, right?
Yeah, there are a lot of copies of it around.
It's not like Venom, it's not like one of those early Spider-Man. Like, there's so much print run. It's crazy. Oh, we're getting into Miles talking out. Miles Morales. Yeah, but I think that's
we already know what's coming, but that's down the line.
Yeah, that's like 8-10 years from now.
Yeah.
You guys got to remember, like, Marvel comes out with a movie like once every year. So
we still got Tom Holland for a while. How I think it's going to happen is obviously Tom Holland's going to pass over the torch.
I'm praying for this, man. Just one trailer.
Think they're going to kill Tom Holland off in the movies? That'd be pretty cool.
No. He's just going to train him. It's going to be like a Captain America moment.
No, man.
Okay.
That's the other problem too, right? You have Tom Holland. He's young himself. So what are they going to do? Age him like 30 years so he could like train him? Like, it's going to be a while. Like, it's not going to be like next year or tomorrow or anything like that. Like, we've seen how Marvel, even
he's got 3 or 4 good movies in him.
Yeah, they try to milk everything. And let's be real, guys. If you don't, I'm talking to everybody here, okay? If you don't believe Secret Wars is coming, you're out of your damn mind.
It definitely is.
The way Civil War worked, the way they're bringing X-Men, Fantastic Four, and all that, you're out of your goddamn mind if you don't think
Secret And you Wars. Will see that black suit, 100%.
Exactly. You're going to see the black suit. If you have Secret Wars 8, keep it. I would buy that one or hold on to that one over, say, like Marvel Team Up 141 over ASM 252. I would keep Secret Wars 8. If you have the coin, me personally, guys, this might ruffle some feathers and things like that. It's not. It's just my opinion. I pay my taxes. I'm entitled to it. But the first appearance of the black suit is actually in that comic journal. I think it's like Comic Journal 25 or 81, something like that. That's the first appearance of the black suit. It's not really talked about that much, but that's the true appearance. I would probably stick with Secret Wars 8, or there's another one. And Phace Tyme, I think you might agree with me because I think we might have talked about this, but if you're going the Marvel Team Up 141 route, you're probably in a tie because I believe that Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man issue 90 and Team Up actually came out the same day. So you kind of
Are you talking about the previews that were in them?
Yeah. I think that's
really.
So if anything, if you can't,
I'm not sure exactly what their release dates were, but they probably were pretty close.
Yeah. So that's why I always tell people, I'm like, if you can't get that comic journal, which I think it's about like $250, $300, get Secret Wars 8 because Secret Wars 8 will, even though it is a high print run, I mean, it's the better play than, say, Marvel Team Up 141 and ASM 252. Because I know a lot of people have ASM 252, and I get it. I understand why. I've just always been on the, Team Secret Wars, and it is coming. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
I think we'll see Tom Holland in the black suit, to be honest. I don't think the next Spider-Man.
Are they going to use the original Secret Wars, or are they going to use like something that leans more towards Hickman's run of Secret Wars?
So yeah, so Freaky here is a great. Yeah, so you know the title, yeah. If you guys haven't seen this title, I'm gonna post it because I'm on the lookout for this book. Yeah, that's a good question, Phace Tyme. I don't know, to be honest with you. I think Secret War or Civil War Endgame and all that stuff, it kind of showed. Because I remember being on the outside when Civil War and all this stuff and Infinity War, when they were like, man, there's going to be like 60 characters at least. And I was like, man, how are they going to show 60 characters? Like, how? Now I think that with the success of all that movie, and now when like, let's be real, if you go to a Marvel movie and it's not longer than 2 hours, you're probably thinking it's garbage. There's no way they made a Marvel movie under 2 hours. Like 2 hours or more you're expecting, right? So I can only imagine when they get to Secret Wars, they're going to be 3 hours long. There's going to be 3 or 4 movies.
Oh, 100%. You're going to see a bunch of X-Men. You're going to see a bunch of like maybe Fantastic Four. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows who they'll introduce in Doctor Strange 2?
So Doctor Strange 2 is going to be the mutants. All the mutants are going to be shown there for sure. If I
Doctor
can
Strange 2 gives them a really good chance to cameo any interesting
100%.
Iceman,
versions of the
please.
characters that they want to throw out. It doesn't have to be the
I wanna
typical
see-
versions
they
that
better
we see
do
in the
him
comics. They
justice.
can just make up shit for the movie, throw it in there as a cameo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think so. I think we'll probably see Beast. To be honest with you, I think like they'll probably throw in like Beast or something like that. Somebody like super casual. Somebody.
I
Like,
hope Iceman's design is just
I just,
awesome.
hope, I just hope they don't mess it up like they did. Like Thing, like in the last.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn gears here. I'm gonna go spec here, and I want to get you guys' opinion. This is not a character that I really like or anything like that, but there's a lot of rumors, and I've talked about it, where I think Captain Marvel 2 is going to be, I think Rogue is going to be the villain. I think Rogue is going to take the powers away from Captain Marvel. With that said, if you guys read, I can't remember the issue, but the first appearance of Binary is Carol once her powers are taken.
Mhm.
It's an X-Men book. You could probably find it for like $20 to $30.
I think it's like 214 or something like that.
Yeah, it's not something like that, right? She's on the cover, everything like that. I'm talking right now, guys. I think that's it's not a bad investment to get.
I have one of those, yeah.
Yeah, I think if you can right now, because if you read the description of that book,
I think it's like 214 or something like that. Yeah, it's not
right. I think that if you buy that book really cheap, I mean, the investment could be there, especially if that happens. I think it will, because I think they're going the Kamala Khan and all that route anyway. So
I hope so.
Eventually, they're going to have to get rid of that, and it would be kind of cool if they're bringing in the X-Men, where I know Binary is not like your, big thing, but they could make more storylines. So that's a book that I would probably be on the lookout for sure. I know that I am myself. So
Yeah, it could definitely be.
You can still get that for like $20 to $40.
It's 164.
Yeah, I wasn't even close. I knew it had a 4 at the end.
Yeah. And you know what? That's typical X-Men, man. There's like 30, 40 books you can find. That's the thing. When I talk to people about X-Men, it's like you could be there all day, because like you could spec on anybody. Like even those like smaller, like the Marauders.
There's so many first appearances in the X-Men run. It's crazy.
I remember buying that book, 210, for like $5. I remember having like 10 copies of that book, and now they're like $25 a piece.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I don't know. That's just a book that I'm really specking on. The other book, if we're talking spec, is I don't think it's really surprising. Just with everything I've read, with a lot of things I've seen lately, like toys coming out and things like that, or the direction. And obviously, I follow the character pretty, a lot behind me. But
he's dead now, so I'm just saying.
Oh, he died for you, right?
Yeah.
But infamous Iron Man #1, I think is going to be a huge book. If you don't know, that's the first AI Tony Stark. I think we're going to be seeing Tony Stark regardless for probably.
Yeah, he's not done. Yeah, you'll definitely.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I think they pre-taped a few things, here and there. And here's why. Here's why I think it. I was watching a video yesterday, a few days ago, and somebody had come out with the Easter egg. I don't know how I missed it, but somebody had come out with an Easter egg of, I believe it was Captain America or Iron Man 1 at the end, and Tony Stark is on his phone. And on the screen, like right in the top corner, so he's typing, you can see that there's the shield sign, like the logo, and then right beside it, there's the Illuminati. And that's all the way back in like Iron Man 1 or Avengers 1, I think, something like that. if they're talking about Illuminati, and you know, it was rumored like 2 weeks ago that book like flew in price because people were like picking it up because that rumor that it was coming out. Man, if that hits, like you obviously have to know that Iron Man is going to be in it in some way. So I think that right off the bat, that book is hot. That book is like $15 right now. I think in the States, I think it's like $20 US or something like that. But
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad book to have, especially if he's going to be there and he's going to be throughout, man. I mean, it's.
You think they would do Illuminati first or Secret Wars?
Yeah, that's a good. I don't know, man.
Because if the Illuminati has anything to do with Iron Man, they would probably do that first.
Well, if they're going with Hickman's run on the Secret Wars, the Illuminati would be direct lead in. I mean, they're going to be essential to it.
I think they would probably do Illuminati first, and that's probably based on the fact that Doctor Strange, right? It also depends on the characters that they bring in. I also don't think that they might necessarily bring all the characters who are in the original Illuminati. You know, like Black Bolt, I don't think we're going to see him like right off the bat. I think they're holding off on that Inhumans thing. But I could totally see like, you know, an end credit or an end scene with like Professor X and Doctor Strange and the Tony AI, something like that.
I hope so, yeah.
Somebody had said something about like, you know, maybe Iron Man is like in another body or in like another mind or something like that. So that's how we'll see him. I don't know. I mean, it's fun to talk spec. You can talk spec all day, basically. I mean,
100%. Marvel can literally do anything with it, whatever they want.
I could say that there's going to be an orange Hulk or a blue Hulk, and you know, we could talk about it for like a day or two because you know it
could come true. You never know.
Yeah, it's possible, right? So
they have a million things to choose from because there's so many freaking comic books and stuff like that.
I'm telling you, dream big. You know, I'm not trying to be like inspirational, but I mean, look at Keon. Keon has been promoting Dupe for his whole life. Guess what? I'm not saying it's because of him, but James Gunn the other day came out and said if there was a character that he wanted to do a movie with, it's Dupe. His exact words were Dupe, Dupe, Dupe. So maybe here at Keon, who knows? There's some crazy characters out there that
he's just making it big, man. He was already on the Key Collector app.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's twice. Keon has been key issue. Guys, I'm telling you, it's a privilege to be his friend. I sometimes am asking him for like autographs. But
in case one day he's famous.
He's been on Key Collector twice. He made his proclamation on who Virus was, and he was talking about Dupe. So I mean, he's in there. He's a smart guy.
That's crazy. Key, send me an autograph, man.
Yeah, for sure. Or a picture. Just Photoshop it.
Yeah, send me a sketch.
Yeah. Hickman run is way better. Yeah. And again, yeah, he Free Key saying, yeah, it all leads to Secret Wars. Absolutely, man. And think of the money they could make. You know, like just with having new characters and the marketability.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Joe, do you
can't wait. What?
Do you have a spec book that you know, you want to tell people, or you've secured enough copies that you're able to?
Spec book? Not really. I mean, I would say obviously Carnage is coming.
It's too late to buy that one though.
It's a little too late. I would say wait for the movie to come out and then let it cool down for a bit and then pick it up again. Because it's still just a nice key to have. Is there really like a key that we need to look out for the New Mutants movie? Because I know the first appearance of Demon Bear. I have that. That's like a $10 book, but
a lot outside of Cable and Deadpool. I think a lot of those books in the New Mutants run is very cheap. Like you have like Baby.
No, I'm saying like a book for the movie that's coming out. Like what's a spec book for the movie? I don't really know because I know the villain is Demon Bear. That's the only thing I know.
The thing with this movie that's coming out is I feel like New Mutants was like it was meant to come out like 3-4 years ago. I think we talked about this. It was meant to come out 3-4 years ago. I think we're going to see a lot of things that they might miss on, or even just the way the movie is. I think we might see it like be like, oh, I mean, this kind of looks old. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when
Yeah,
you
the
graphic-
CGI is 4 years old, 3 years old.
yeah, I think we're definitely going to see things like that, you know? So,
Well, they had 4 years to make it. It better be good. If it's not good, then what the heck were they doing for the past 4 years, and why weren't they releasing it? Did they say why they delayed it?
yeah, I don't know. I can't.
Probably
think.
because the movie sucked or something like that. I don't know.
Well, I think they had like a bunch of stuff going on, right? Like they had, they had Runaways. They had the Shield show. Like they had a bunch of stuff going. So like I don't know.
Yeah, but they still had time to come out with Dark Phoenix. That still came out.
Which was terrible.
Which I never saw that. I had no.
Listen, I've
I
never
had-
seen it to this day. I say it's terrible, and people are just like, yeah. And they don't even
I had no intentions of seeing it. Every time I went to the movies, I saw the trailer, and I was just like, I'm not seeing that. Hell no.
You know it's bad when you say it's bad and you've never seen it, and people just agree. They're just like, I know, right? And then
Yeah.
that's it. Like, that's the end of the conversation.
Before it came out, it had like a 17% in like Rotten Tomatoes. So I don't know why.
Last name, random cheap key Justice League 110, second appearance of Jon Stewart, and still underrated. Jon Stewart, yeah. If you're into Green Lantern, for sure. I mean, I've made this proclamation a long time. Green Lantern's probably my favorite DC character. I don't know. A lot of people don't agree, don't like it. Oh yeah, this is another one, Joe. From New Mutants, Magic. Simple Man actually.
Oh yeah, you know, New Mutants 14, I think it was. Magic joins New Mutants. That's probably a decent one. It's probably not too expensive right now.
Which
Yeah.
one is Magic in the trailer?
The little blonde.
She's the one from Split. That girl.
I
If you guys
honestly
have seen
could
that, because I know a lot of the New Mutants are like known names. Like you got Arya Stark, you got that guy from Stranger Things, that one girl from Split.
The thing you have to be careful with Magic is there's two copies, right? There's one of her as a baby and then one of her as an adult. You want to be careful with that because I mean, you can get the baby Cable for like $5, or you can get the first appearance of Cable, which is like $300, right? So just be
definitely
sure, especially if you're a new buyer or a new collector, you know, you're new into the game. Don't be fooled by that stuff. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes, and I'm kind of hesitant to say this because of this book right here. I'm hesitant to say don't get baby appearances, but I mean this is the first appearance of Franklin Richards as a baby, obviously, and this is going to be a huge book.
Yeah, that is going to be big. Yeah.
One of the first things I think Very Gary told me was go and hoard that book.
Oh, he's got like he's got like 10 of those.
Yeah, he always says he's like hoard that book. And I was like, okay. That was like the first conversation I had with him. I was like, okay.
I know another one that is a baby is I forgot what it was. It was like I don't know the issue, but it was the first appearance of what Speed and something. It was like it was Vision and Scarlet Witch's baby, and they would probably be introduced to the MCU.
Yeah. I think that was. Oh man, I forget. I have a picture of it. I just can't think.
Another one
that's
fairly current. Another one that's fairly current is the Ninja Turtles with the first appearance of Lita. She's a baby, I think, in 101, and that's probably going to be the one that people are going to prefer over her future appearance.
Which one's that? That's 185 and 186. No, 184
for Lita in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
As the baby, I think it's what
101.
101, and then the one that you really want is 105 or 106.
Wiccan and Speed. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, 105.
So that's not bad. Our CD collector, I didn't know about this one. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Micronauts. I pass those in bins all the time, and
I don't know too much about them either.
Next, but he's saying one key I think is under the radar right now would have to be number 8. It's the first appearance of Captain Universe. You know what? I might have to look out for that.
Could be. I mean, Marvel and Feige seems to love the cosmic stuff, so Captain Universe is as solid as anybody to show up.
I do too. Yeah, you have so many opportunities in the cosmic stuff to just anything. Like you can just it doesn't have to be limited to Earth anymore. I can't wait for what they have to do in the future.
Right. I agree.
That's why I think Captain Marvel 2 will be way better than Captain Marvel 1.
Well, I mean, it's not going to take long for that movie. I mean, not much. I mean, it's not going to take much. I'm looking forward to.
No bias
I think
here.
where
No
we're
bias,
going to
right?
see the. No bias. No, I think where we're going to see the biggest jump though, with how much he loves the cosmic world, is now. Where the next, Thor movie and that Guardians of the Galaxy movie, those two movies are probably going to be crazy. We're going to be introduced to a lot of people. I've been preaching to people, if you have Nova, keep it. Don't sell it right now, aka Joe.
I have it. I'm keeping it.
I've said to people, keep it. Yes, it might be going down, but again, guys, in the comic world, anything that goes down is always going to go up. I also think because Kevin Feige loves the cosmic world, Kevin Feige loves Iron Man, they need a focal point. I'm not saying he's going to be as popular as Iron Man. He's never going to be Iron Man, like ever. I'll tell you that right now. But Nova, I think, will be that focal point of that cosmic world. I really do.
More than anything, it's going to depend on who they cast and how they character and who gets popular. Because let's face it, when the movie came out in 2008, I'm sure that was not the movie that Marvel wanted to be putting out. They would have at that point loved to have been putting out, X-Men or Spider-Man, but they sold off those rights, so they were stuck with the Avengers and whatnot, and went with Iron Man. If they hadn't got Robert Downey Jr. to play that role, I mean,
you got to remember too, though.
The MCU may be very different right now.
They didn't want him. What's his name? Jon Favreau, the one that played
Favreau. Yeah,
he plays Happy Hogan or Hogan Hat, whatever. He was actually the director or whatever. Yep. He was the one that pushed them to hire him. If it wasn't for him, we probably would have had somebody else. So
I can't picture anybody else. I really can't.
Right? Like, that's just how iconic he is. But you can say that.
Yeah, I think Marvel originally wanted like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
No, that would have been horrible.
Stupid, man. Fuck, that would have been so dumb.
Right. There's just no way you can picture Tom Cruise playing that role anymore because Tony Stark is Robert Downey Jr. at this point.
Same with Captain Marvel or Captain America. Didn't they have John Krasinski as Captain America?
Yeah, they were going to.
Yeah,
I think he would be a fantastic. Okay, that was weird. I would think he would be a fantastic Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I would like to
I think
see
he
him
would
as
be
Reed
awesome.
Richards. I think he'd kill it.
I would like to see that.
And his wife is the Invisible Woman. That would be really awesome.
I would definitely.
They would be great in that role, I think.
Man, I am Iron Man. One of my goals this year, I always make some goals. I always make like 5 or 6 goals at the beginning of every year. And one of the goals was be Iron Man. And I remember my dad laughed at me. And I'm like, hey, man, if I win the lotto, I'm building a suit and I'm just going to be fighting crime. I don't care.
Just get that suit that David Dobrik got.
Get some cardboard boxes and make yourself a cosplay suit or something. Mark 1.
Yeah.
RCD here says he has 4 Nova 1s holding. Dude, hold on to them. Until a trailer comes, because right now you're probably getting maybe 100. I'm only saying Canadian prices, so maybe do the conversion on your own. I think maybe you're probably going to get about $150, $200, and that's with like nothing confirmed. Even though people are like, no, it's confirmed. It's not. If it's confirmed, I can Google it right now and it'll be confirmed. And you have cast like when I mean confirmed,
it's not confirmed, but it's heavily hinted at.
But so is Yarn Man. You know what I mean? Like you could say that.
Yeah.
When I mean confirmed, I mean like it doesn't have to be the lead guy, but whoever's playing tree number 5, somebody's casted for it, right? Like as soon as a casting thing comes out or
script or like anything like that,
or a director, it's doubled. Once the trailer comes, man, you're laughing. Like you are laughing, especially if you have 4 of them. Jesus, you are laughing. I can't really think of any more spec. I mean, I'm really heavy onto those 2 books. That infamous Iron Man, which isn't a surprise. I mean, it's cheap as hell, man. You can get it for like under $20. And then that binary one, I'm kind of getting big on finding that binary because I feel like that's what's gonna happen. That one though is a straight flip. Like, if you're gonna buy it, and then if that storyline does happen in Captain Marvel 2, I would flip it right away. I don't think there's any sense holding on to that book necessarily. Yeah.
What about
I
Guardians
got
of
it,
the
but
Galaxy
I
3?
can't sell it. There's no way I can get rid of it. My girlfriend would lose it.
Yeah.
I love
I
that
do
too.
right now, man. But if that happens, where that storyline, if you guys read the description of that comic, right? When you go to like say mycomicshop.com, if anyone's watching, I buy from you guys a lot, so keep that in mind. If you read the description of that comic, it says, an evil mutant villain rogue comes, steals her powers. That is heavily rumored to be the storyline of Captain Marvel 2. And then she becomes binary. So, and then with the Kamala Khan stuff that they're trying to get, like, I think that's the route they're going for. I think that's what you got to look out for, man.
I hope so. I think binary is pretty cool, actually. Especially in the comics.
They can still use her. I mean, she has the same powers.
And they've already teased that appearance in the Captain Marvel movie. Whenever she was all glowing and everything like that, they were teasing the binary appearance for her.
Sure. Okay, I didn't even know that. Yeah, see that's one of the movies where I was like, oh man, we're already going on like an hour here. Let's wrap it up.
I watched it one time and I was just like, the
up.
first like hour and a half was just, what is happening here?
Yeah, it wasn't.
I understood it. I mean, I'm not dumb, but like, I'm just like, this feels way different than every other Marvel movie ever created.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, the best parts of it were Phil Coulson and Shield and Nick Fury, but
it was just like when she's like, and then
and that other Kree guy, I can't remember his name, the actor name, I forgot.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember.
The plane says like Avenger, like that. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
It was completely obvious that he was a villain. It was completely obvious.
Blue Marvel, man, that is a book.
That book is getting hot.
Man, I mean, I think I say this a lot, but like, man, that's one of the biggest regrets not picking up that book. Like, that is a big time.
That's one of everybody's biggest regrets. There's only like 17,000 copies or something like that out there. It's like ridiculously low.
I
think everybody's like biggest regret would probably be Ultimate Fallout 4. No, I mean that book like was on shelves for like ever. I remember
nobody thought that was gonna blow up ever.
Oh man, I remember passing by that book.
But I think there's a lot of copies of Ultimate Fallout 4 out there.
There's a high print run,
and that's what I keep telling people. I'm like, don't buy it now. Like even now that it's cooled off, Canadian wise, you're still buying it for like $500-600 Canadian.
Yeah, it's like $300-400 here.
Yeah, and I'm telling people, I'm like, dude, if you really want that book, just wait. Like, there's no sense in getting it right now.
I bought it back in February for only like $100, and I thought I was paying too much.
Dude, I passed up like a stack like this. I remember when they were at my local shop.
They actually be better off to get some of the later print runs.
But the thing with that one is, man, like, like, I'm Latino. I'm an immigrant myself. I have family members who are African American, things like that. I think it really hit with what was going on in society too, right? Like you look back in March and April, what was going on? The George Floyd. And I don't want to get political here or anything like that. This is a comic book channel. But I'm just saying, like you're seeing a lot of the African American, the Latino, even them getting into the Asian characters and things like that. Like that stuff is selling now. You know what I mean? Like I know Nico from CBSI and Mel V. They're talking about like, hey, go buy that Bishop stuff. Like you can find it in dollar bins for like $2 to $5. Go get that stuff. I think it happened with that, right? And I think a lot of people are getting to realize, hey, there's going to be a Spider-Verse 2. Miles Morales might come in live action.
Oh, I hope so, man.
And let's face it, Amazing Fantasy 15. None of us are going to be able to afford it. I mean, let's win the lotto. We're not able to afford it. But what are people going for next? Okay, let's get this one because this might be the next book. However, what people don't realize is how many goddamn copies are there?
Oh yeah. Well, first print, I don't think there's that many, but the second, third print, oh my. Well, actually, the first print, I heard that there's maybe like a 1% chance that you actually get the newsstand. The newsstand is it's like 3 times more expensive than the direct edition. It is way more expensive. But I don't know how much the print run actually is. I got to look that up.
That's the thing, right? Like, I think, and we also have to keep into consideration, like, and I try to tell this to like a lot of newer collectors and things like that. Okay, what people don't realize is, comic books back in the day, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, even, like, it was to throw out. You read it, you threw it out. That was the thing. And what ended up happening was there wasn't that many print runs for a lot of these books.
Yeah.
But now we're into this age where people are collecting everything. Like, people buy comics, they don't read it. People just they might not even be into comics. They just hear Joe Blow, talking about a comic, like, okay, I'm gonna go buy it, right? And then that's what ends up happening. And you have so many copies and so many pristine, like 9.6, 9.8, and great and things like that. And I think, 20 years from now, we might look back and be like, oh, I mean, yeah, Miles Morales is hot. He's the thing, but there's like, 100,000 copies, right? So,
and grading is another big thing that affects the print run. People are tending to buy more books. Some people will buy multiple copies of the same book just in order to get that one 9.8 that they can send off. So
exactly. There's been RJ here said tons of damaged books. Have you guys noticed there's been a lot of damaged books in like the past 2 weeks?
Oh yeah,
I know.
There really has.
I know Keith.
It's been.
I think it's because the USPS has just been horrible lately. They do not care, at least around where I live.
Yeah, no. We went to the shop, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or something like that, and Keys wasn't able to get a few books because our shop said that they were all damaged and he had to return them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually had a few.
Yeah, I think Keys actually tried to talk the guy.
Online orders have the same problem. They got books.
Yeah, I think Phace Tyme, you mentioned something like that too, right?
Yeah. I would have rather waited and just like pre-ordered them or like had them on hold or something for me. Had the new books come in.
So what is he talking about? Keys is talking about some Spawn 19 for his first cameo. What is Spawn 119? I'm confused.
He's having a conversation with Bash, I think.
Oh, okay. He also has a medieval cover. Yeah, I have no idea. Spawn. I'll be the first one to tell you guys. Spawn, Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. That shit is not me. I have no idea. Don't ask me. Don't talk to me. This is my face when someone. No, when someone's like, "Hey, what do you think about Star Wars?" I'm like, "Oh," like I make a noise. Like I don't know.
Like everyone likes.
Oh yeah, we had this conversation.
Yeah, Phace Tyme, we've had this conversation too, man. Like it's just not my thing. I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, you need to check out Rogue One. Just watch that movie.
Yeah, that's that's the best modern one.
Man, I think here's the thing. I think we tried doing this with one of my buddies, Neil. He's a huge Star Wars fan too. It's really weird because all my good buddies are. See you later, Burke. Thanks for checking in, brother. All my buddies are actually Star Wars fans, and they're always like, "Hey, man, we should go see this movie." Like my buddies know. Keys will tell you. Keys will be the first one to tell you. When a movie comes out, I'm the first one to go watch it. I will not wait. If I have to go alone, guess what? I'll go alone because I need to see it. I will go see so movies come out like Friday, but they're actually the first show is Thursday at 7.
Yes, me too. I do that also.
We are always the first. It's usually me, Freeze, my buddy Neil, and Keys. We always go together. We always go see whatever movie comes out. We go see it first. And anytime a Star Wars one comes out, I know Keys is here, but I'm usually like, yeah. I'll meet you there. And then
maybe you'll like it, man.
I'm always like, you know what? I got a hangnail, or like, The Simpsons is on something.
You don't like Lord of the Rings either.
It's not that I don't like it. I don't know.
I agree with you. The Harry
Lord of the Rings
that shit's overrated.
Man.
Yeah, man. And you know what? My old man, my dad loves the Lord of the Rings. Like he
same with my dad. Yeah, he read all the books.
My dad on Christmas, like once we're done dinner,
I've read all the books.
We watch NBA, and then he'll put on like I don't think he puts it on, but I think like it's on, and he's always like that. The other day he was actually like, "Hey, do you ever talk about Lord of the Rings on your channel?" I'm like, "No."
My dad literally listens to the music in the background all the time.
Oh God, no. Freaky. Same here, guys. Lord of the Rings fan or not? Newbie is nowhere to be found. Yeah, no. For Star Wars, man, I am not. yeah, it's not my thing.
Have you seen The Mandalorian?
See, this is exactly.
Oh
what
yeah, you need to see The Mandalorian, man. That's
Have you
great
seen The
too.
Mandalorian? You don't even have to be a Star Wars fan.
No, you know what? Actually, my girlfriend actually bought Disney
Baby
Plus.
Yoda.
No, she bought the Disney Plus because she doesn't know either, man. Like she's not into comics at all, and she's like, "Oh, the Star Wars coming out, you probably like it." So she like got Disney Plus for us, and I'm like, I don't watch this. Like she gave me shit the other day.
You
She's
should
like, "You don't
definitely
watch
check out The
Mandalorian. Just watch The Mandalorian and pretend it has nothing to do with Star Wars because it pretty much doesn't.
If you're not hooked after the first episode,
I think the only Star Wars movie I attempted to watch, not watched, attempted. Okay, so I didn't even watch start to finish. Was I believe I could be butchering the name. I don't mean any disrespect. I absolutely don't. But I believe this movie came out in like 2000 or 2001. So this is a long.
of course, it would lag on me right when you're saying what issue or movie it was.
Oh no, I'll say it right now. So the movie I think was the first episode. It's like the first time small.
Oh well, no wonder you don't like it. See, that's the problem.
Yeah, that was the worst one.
Phantom Menace.
That was horrible.
That's the one. Yeah,
that was
the prequel
worst
trilogy was not good without the expanded universe stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of spec, yeah, if you can find that one, I know a lot of people were talking about. I think that's Boba Fett's daughter or something like that, correct?
Bro, pass me that password of the Disney Plus. No, but seriously, you have to watch The Mandalorian, and when you watch it, don't even think that it's in the Star Wars universe because it probably.
I remember for my birthday, it was like my mom said I could invite 5 friends. We can go see a movie, and it was either Phantom Menace or Mission Impossible 2. And like so many,
Mission Impossible 2.
So many of my friends were like Star Wars, and I was like, man, fuck that. Like
because Star Wars didn't come out until like what the 70s. It's been 30 years since a Star Wars movie came out. So everyone was so pumped. Just like 2015.
You talk to people who were there the first time Star Wars came out though, and they remember it like their wedding day. They're like there's a guy I work with, and he's obsessed with it. He's like, oh, it was raining, and I was like, what? He's like, it was raining. Popcorn was like 20 cents, and da 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 da. And the girl I took was a bitch, and I'm like, all right, man. Okay. Well, okay, man. Like, cool. But they remember it, man. Like, they remember lines and lines and lines. Like, it's crazy, man.
I think I'll always remember the day I went to go see Infinity War.
Yeah, free key. I'm 32, so I'm an 88 baby. So yeah, Phantom Menace. I was like, I think that came out in 2000. So I was 12, something like that.
I was 1. Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, dear God. Key says he will argue that movie all day. Phantom Menace is not that bad. Keys, I don't even think you were born, man. What are you talking about? Keys is 27, so I don't know if he was. No,
Phantom Menace?
Yeah, no, he was around. He
was 7.
Yeah. God damn it. Kind of still acts like 7. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I agree.
So Phace Tyme, do you have any spec book to be on the lookout for or anything like that?
For this week, let's see. You know, I'm gonna be honest. James Gunn threw me off, so my spec is gonna have to be that first dupe.
Man, Keys picked that issue up like I think a month ago. We were at our shop and he found that book for like I think like $2 or $4, something like that, Canadian. So yeah, he's pretty pumped about it.
Wait, which issue is it?
I mean,
first.
What's that?
Which one is it?
X-Force 116.
Yep. X-Force 116.
I'll have to pick that up just for Keys.
Dude, you could have found that like a month ago.
Yeah, that's got to be the pan.
For like nothing, and now because it's on
I'll find it.
Like you could like. I don't think most shops would know that they have a dupe section, but I mean like online. I wouldn't pay online for a dupe copy in my life because you're going to be paying $20 for a book. I goddamn know it was like $3-4. Like
you can, well, that book you can definitely still find it in like dollar bins, 100%.
Yeah,
X-Force 116. I'll remember that, man.
Yeah, he found it. He just picked up. So on Wednesday, actually, We are going 2 hours away from here. Me and Keys.
Wow, taking a road trip.
Yeah, we're going 2 hours. We're going back to that warehouse, that massive warehouse that we went to about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we're going there, and then we are also going to 2 shops around there.
Man, I would love to come comic hunting with you guys. That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah, if you ever come to Canada, man, or when the borders open and we meet somewhere in the U.S., dude, we'll do it, man. We love that. I told Keys,
Yeah, you're already coming down here for Comic-Con at some point, so.
I said to Keys, and we've talked about this multiple times. Once the borders open up, because we're so close to the border, like on our days.
You live like really close to New York, right?
Yeah, so I'm about 30 minutes from Buffalo, but from the actual U.S. border, I'm like about 10 minutes.
So you're a Bills fan. Okay, got it, yeah.
I'm an Eagles fan.
Oh, God, don't say that. That's
Super Bowl champ. You know what that means? Yeah.
Whoa, easy now, Joe. I like you.
Yeah, Phace Tyme's an Eagles fan too, man.
Oh, my God, you guys beat the Bears in the Super Bowl or the playoffs 2 years ago. I hate the Eagles now.
Bears aren't even a team.
Sucks.
A win is a win, right? It doesn't matter if it's
exactly.
Yeah.
But I've said to Keys, once the borders open, because even before this, like I was going to the U.S., there's a lot of shops in Buffalo. There's a lot of small flea markets there, things like that. Like I want to, take advantage, because buying comics in the wild in the States is very cheap, and we ship books from there. Like if I need to ship a book, I will cross the border, because it costs me like $3 to cross the border, because there is like bridge tax and all that garbage. And I'll ship books, because I save almost like $30 if I ship it from.
Yeah, it's way cheaper.
Yeah, right. So and why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I cross the border 10 minutes just to save myself almost $40? Like it's just.
Should look into getting like a USPO box. Maybe you could even pick up there and save yourself some money.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah,
and we do. Keon has one. Keys has one, but the only thing is we can't get over there right now, right? So it doesn't make sense for each of us. Like I'm going to be using his more, because I didn't even know he had one, to be honest. Like me and Keys have been friends forever, man, like almost 5 years. We would talk nerd and this and that, but we never talked comics. Like I don't think either of us knew we liked comics until like probably January or December, man. And then we decided to pursue this a little bit more, and that's how it started now. So
speaking of, did y'all manage to talk nerd stuff for 5 years and not talk comics?
That's true.
I know. It's crazy. I don't know. If you guys once we all meet and things like that, you'll see, man. We have so many hobbies and so many things, right? Like Keon is into working out and cars. Like there's so many things you can talk to Keon about that it's hard, right?
And tank top.
It's kind of hard to get you to stop talking.
You believe in sleeves, right? Yeah. And same with me. Like there's so many things that I'm passionate about and things like that. So, some things do get swept under the rug, and we have 2 beautiful girlfriends, like neither of which like comics or anything like that. So like I think also, having like even women in the past, right, where they thought it was just like, the mindset, the bias stereotype, like, oh, that's for nerds and things like that. But then one day we were talking, it's like, man, I like comics. I don't know. And he's like, yeah, I like comics too. And then boom, just blew up. So speaking of,
but you got the better end of the stick though, because your girlfriend lets you get whatever you want. So
yeah, my girl, man, is like the biggest fan of what I do, the biggest fan, as long as I don't buy anything that's like, because I told her how much
my fucking comics, so
because my girlfriend was like, babe, maybe when we get married, because I was planning on proposing like next year, but COVID kind of helped me out with that. She was like, maybe I'll get you that comic that you want. She's like, do you have one that you want? And I was like, yeah, Tales of Suspense 39. And she was like, okay, well, how much is it? Like, maybe I can give you the money now. And I was like, oh, it's like about like 40,000. And she like jaw dropped. Like she was like,
what grade are you planning on getting it in?
I mean, it's got to be at least like a mid grade, man. I can't get like
I mean, I'm just saying, not a 0.5. You can get like a 2 for like a lot less than 40.
Yeah.
Well, Canadian. I keep forgetting.
I think
Canadian.
I think a 2 is like $4,000 Canadian.
Yeah. You don't have. I mean, yes, obviously a higher grade is better. But
Listen,
like,
a 2 is
if
respectable for that.
a Grail is a Grail.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, a 2 is respectable because that book's always going to climb. It's always going to hold value.
Yeah, a Grail is a Grail. As long as you have it in your possession.
And that's the thing, man. Like I've had this conversation with Keys all the time, and Joe, I think I've had it with you too, right? Like a Grail is what's you. It's not what like.
Yeah.
So many people have Amazing Fantasy 15. You know what? I would love to have that book. I would. But are there different books that I would rather have just because of my personal interest? Absolutely, man.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You know, that's what a Grail is. It's important to you. Like I told Keys, you know, when he talks dupe or Spawn, I'm like, dude, you like own that. Own the fact that you like those characters because that's who you are. Don't fall into mainstream and be like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. Like, do your thing. Like the characters you like because you like them, right? So,
yeah, I got the first Venom, and that was
God,
that was my Grail for a while. I mean, it's not a Grail to everybody, but like first Venom. What's up?
You already sold it?
No.
I think first Venom is pretty much a Grail to everybody for the most part.
Yeah, man. That's a Grail to me.
Well, I see a bunch of people on Instagram with like, 30 copies of them, and I'm just like, dude, I only have one, and I'm proud.
I almost bought an ASM 300 back in June as a birthday present, and my girl was like, I'll buy it for you. And I was like, oh, no, babe, I don't know. And she's like, I'll buy it. How much is it? And I was like, so a 9.2 was $675 Canadian, which if you're putting into retrospect, right? Like, I mean, we just talked about Tales of Suspense 39. Like a 2 is like $4,000, right? Like when you put it into that perspective of almost being like 1/8 of the price, I mean, it's not crazy, especially if it means something to you, you know. But it is still a lot of money, right? Like Joe, I don't know if you own a house, right? But like, you know, when you own a house and you have bills and you know, like it's hard sometimes justifying, you know, $700 on something that's gonna sit on a shelf, right?
I know.
It's hard, right? So
it is, yeah.
You know, I'm lucky where I have a girl who, she tells me to buy stuff. I don't necessarily always listen to her because I don't want to go broke. But
my girlfriend's not really interested in.
See, I've got the opposite of it. I actually have the real.
Yeah, Phace Tyme has it like bad because his girl is into comics like crazy.
Really? Yeah, my girlfriend's not into comics. She's just pretty much into the, you know, the money perspective on it. She's like, as long as you're making money, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, as long as you're spending money to make money, go ahead. And if these books are going to pay for my kid's college one day, no, I'm just kidding.
That's what I would use, man. I would just use it as an example. I'd be like, babe, I need this because this will pay for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
No, she actually likes that I'm into comics and stuff, but she's pretty supportive. She's supportive of the YouTube. She watches every live stream. She's always in there.
I think that's important. I really do. Even though my girlfriend is not into comics, but she supports. You know, like she pushes. I think that's important.
Yeah, it's really awesome, man.
Things like this, yeah, like especially, you know, when you have the community and you have your partner right behind you, I think it's super important.
Yeah, she's probably watching right now, honestly.
Hey, man, future Pickle Joe. Oh, man. So, yeah, guys. So, we covered New Comic Book Day. We talked a little bit about spec. I would not mind doing this again if you guys wanted to, you know, maybe do it Sunday or Monday, but definitely get some information out there on like maybe a spec or like some books to look out for. I know that's something that I've always tried to help people with is, you know, there's a lot of people that don't know about, I mean, they know about Comic Book Day, but they don't necessarily know what to look for or like, you know, how it works, like if they can still order a book or things like that. So I think it'd be pretty dope, you know, to help the community, things like that. And again, who doesn't like talking about spec? I mean, I know we only talk about like 4 or 5 books, but still.
Yeah, that's
definitely.
That's
I'm down. Hopefully I'll have my connection going better.
Yeah, man, for sure. No, I think it worked out. I mean, we're almost going on 2 hours. We had, you know, like 15 people like flat at the beginning. We had like 25. So, I mean, you know, people check in. It's just like super late. I think it's like 12 o'clock here. Well, we're all on the East Coast. Yeah. So it's like.
Yeah, it's 12. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, guys. Anything you guys want to add before we get out of here?
I mean, I guess I'll add. I'm about 35 away from 300, 35 subs away from 300. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. I appreciate all the support. And another thing, I will not be able to make it tomorrow on Newbie's channel. I will have work late, so I will not be there this week, but next week most likely. So expect that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it.
And get a haircut next time, all right?
I do. I know. I need a haircut. Yeah.
Phace Tyme, you got anything coming? I think you have a video drop.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a video I'm gonna drop tomorrow. It's just a little origin story, a little introduction. Just saying hi to the world and everything. So
you dropping
hit that
at?
subscribe button. I'm sorry.
Do you know what time you're dropping?
You know what? I'm not sure, but specific time.
Okay. Well, I
Right
already
now,
have
just because of the connection issue, probably a little tougher to upload than I thought. But
all right, cool. Yeah. So tomorrow, guys. I know it's late. I know a lot of people will catch it on the rewind. Thank you guys for tuning in. But tomorrow, 2 important videos dropping, so make sure you check it out. Phace Tyme is having his first ever video. Definitely go sub him up. I'm going to be putting the information.
Check it out. Yeah.
I think Phace Tyme's information is in the description below, but I will be posting things tomorrow for him and helping him out. And Key Issue has a video tomorrow. He messaged me and said that it was, and I quote, fire. So definitely go check him out. So be on the lookout. So tomorrow, 2 videos. When you wake up, check your YouTube, check to see Mr. Key Issues video and Phace Tyme. Phace Tyme is doing his first ever video. He's been on this show twice now, second appearance. Very grateful to have him. So definitely check both these guys out. And again, Joe is like a few away from 300, so get him there. He does some crazy giveaways. And guys, if you have any questions, feel free to message either one of us on some spec, on some books. We all have different perspectives and different areas that we are strong in. So, I know for me, I don't mind when people ask a question. And again, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for joining. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Comic Talk Tuesday. All right. Later, guys.
See you guys.
Later.